to the big house, Michigan Stadium. Today, conference bragging rights on the line in this SEC Big Ten clash. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Each and every season, this is one of my favorite games because these are the blue bloods of college football. Two of the winningest programs in the history of the sport. Oklahoma got the win last year against Michigan, and now with Kyle Whittingham under the helm, let's see how Oklahoma at Michigan kicks off here today in the Big House. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Sooners ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Deep in the end zone, it's Stewart. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Looking for running room. Stopped right there.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Rid of it on the RPO. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Martin. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. You can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and you know that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those third downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that third down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You got to accomplish the mission.
Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Marsh. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skilled players throwing the ball, and right now, that's been very apparent early.
Well, and now you knock me back on my heels a little bit. Now I'm like, oh, crud, is this their game plan? Is this going to be pass, pass, pass? So defensively, I'm thinking, how do I make my subs? Do I go dime? Do I go nickel, right? Like, they're definitely pass happy, but the first thing I have to do is get a pass rush and make this quarterback feel uncomfortable.
There he goes. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The run inside. It's Roberts. Enough to move the chains. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Straight ahead, it's Roberts. Stopped in his tracks. Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. Two behemoth conferences, bragging rights at stake, the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, Dayton Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Reese?
Holly, thank you. The Sooners ready to kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the home crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And you simply cannot start the game any better if you're on defense. The first two plays of the game, you get a sack. That's how you seize momentum.
If one of their goals was to get off to a great start, that goal was not met. Third and long. To throw, it's Underwood. It's complete to the left. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And this is an offense that talked about really wanting to take that taste out of their mouth from a week ago. Getting the loss, like they wanted to bounce back, they wanted to start fast, and that's kind of frustrating for them, right? Going 3 and out, setting the tone like that, now already having to depend on your defense. Hopefully this defense is strapped up and ready to rock and roll.
Still on his feet. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside, it's Blaylock. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can. The Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. To really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I'd keep feeding this guy for sure.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. He'll run it. Runs through a tackle. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Right side, it's Marsh. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Finds his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now at wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. Making the adjustment on the play. Finding space. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Back has it. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the 1st down.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Underwood. Looking to get it in. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. From the gun. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
That's a nice job by the offense there on their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll. It comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. When defense does their job, gets them the football back, they come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. down, just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Knocked down immediately.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to pass. It's Bentley. Rush right in his face. Turns it upfield. Gets it out to the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for the first down.
Awesome job there on third down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Uh-oh, look out. Oh, he's got some space. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wants to go up top on second down. He's got it inside the 25. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll run it. It's Blaylock. Got enough space. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll move the tight end. Trying to establish the run. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff again. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Dropping back, it's Bentley. Still looking to his right. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Coming out with it, it's Stewart. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Throwing, Underwood. Bought a little time, lets it go. Out wide right, it's Reynolds. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Quarterback will keep it. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Hand it to the back. Drop immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but...
Oh, trickeration. He's throwing it. And they caught them with their drawers down as the throw and catch picks up the first down on the fake.
And that is such a great job by the head coach deciding to go for it there on the fake punt. And that's one of those fake punts they've probably had in their playbook now for several weeks, but you gotta have the perfect look defensively to run it. The up man gets the snap, A nice, accurate throw, picking up the first down and keep this drive alive.
Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to...
Oh, he found a space on the right. He's at the slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Hits inside. It's Roberts. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Right back to the well. Turning it on. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
The Sooners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Rides the option. He keeps it. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Dropping back, it's Bentley. Rolls right. He'll pull it down. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. What a disappointment. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Under pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Here's Underwood to throw. Right side, it's Reynolds. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to pass, it's Bentley. On the move. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a 1st down in the red zone. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Runs through the tackle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Brought down. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Touchdown Sooners! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off, needing just a few inches and going up top to get it. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. From the gun, the ground game. Good game there, picks up the 1st down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the book, 10 time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Appalachian State taking on the number 21 team, the Boise State Broncos.
Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Blaylock. Spins away from the defense. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
That's another big run, and that's not surprising, honestly, guys, considering how much success he had in the first half. He was running wild against this defense, so let's not change anything. Let's just go back out, let's pound the rock, pound the football, and really threaten this defense and force them to have to tackle us.
To the ground, he's got it again. There he goes. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Second and long here. They'll run out of the gun. Here's Xavier Robinson. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
On the return, it's Stewart. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After the defense just gave up a touchdown, they really need to put something together on this drive. From the gun, the running back has it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They give it to him again. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Got out of trouble and throws. And he gets rid of it.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation.
Ready, break. Matt, stay. Joker.
Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the right. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And you can tell that young man is comfortable in the pocket, feeling good. Last play, nice job setting his feet, making a good throw, getting a completion. Now, didn't like what he sees. What does he have? He has the ability to take off and scramble and make some yards. So this QB's really feeling comfortable.
Moving out to the right. He'll pull it down and run. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual threat quarterbacks. You're seeing two great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack from both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
They'll run it. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Might as well run him again. Looking for a crease. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. It's Marsh. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the
field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Fourth down, Carr. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Rides to the back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Out wide right, it's Blaylock. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Defense has it, they're on the move. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Quarterback changing the play. Throwing, Carr. Misses badly on that one.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Look out! He'll throw it. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
I At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Right side, it's Marshall. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it in the 28. It's first down. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, it's Marshall. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more. Go and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. Left side is Marshall. Touchdown, Michigan! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. He'll try to tack on one more.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Pulls it on the option. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. Got him right there. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Quick give. It's Blaylock. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass? We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. And they weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. But that time, in the second half, they come away with their first sack of the game, and that is going to be a big shot in the arm for this defense.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Let's see if this rally can continue. A touchdown followed by the stop, and now they've got the ball back. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Carr unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Second down, gonna throw it. Keeping his eyes downfield. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on second and long.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The run inside. It's Blaylock. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Sets his feet, it's Bentley. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Oklahoma! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Got his man downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Here's Carr to throw. Rushes on. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Back to throw, it's Carr. He lets it fly. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. And the Wolverines have this offense rolling.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Out wide right, it's Chambers. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Throwing, Carr. He's got it on the run. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The Wolverines are threatening on first and goal. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. I guess an optimist could say it's still first and goal, and now you have a little more room to work with. Straight ahead, it's Marshall. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Carr. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll run it on third and goal. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on fourth and goal. Carr to throw for it on fourth. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Michigan! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Let's see what he can do with the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Here he goes. He breaks a tackle. He's got the first down, and they'll be able to run it out from here.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Dropping back, it's Bentley. Move to his right. Now he's going to throw it all the way back across the field. Quarterback will keep it himself, and down he goes, and that ought to put this one away. The Sooners will hustle to the line. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Second down to the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. And it's no good. He missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Here's Carr to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Right side, it's Reynolds. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. To the air, it's Carr. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having to chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses, and man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA